If you're level 30 and rank 30 or above, you already know what I'm about to say. So I have completed the main game, obviously, as you can see, base restoration 100%, but there's a huge problem with the currency in the game at the moment. More specifically, there's no balance. As you can see, I have 300,000 credits plus 260,000 plus DZ funds and 96 Phoenix credits. Now, let's just break down what each money goes into. These main vendors here, which are from the beginning unlocked, you can buy stuff with money. If you sell items, if you sell anything in the game, you only get money back. Okay, that's pretty simple. These guys, for the most part, sell complete shit. They all almost only sell one purple alone, and I've never bought anything from them at all. Now, there are a couple of exceptions in the base of operations. You have this guy who's a Darkstone vendor who is the same type of guy you would buy stuff from the checkpoints. Obviously, he sells stuff and you buy them with Darkstone funds. He sells a little bit better shit, but I've, again, never bought anything from him, have yet to buy anything from him at all. This is the main guy that I buy stuff here, with money at least. And the only thing I buy from him are the camo schemes, because every 24 hours it restocks and you get a new camo scheme, which is okay, cool, I guess. I bought this one, Swedish M90. You're supposed to get camos randomly in the game, but I've yet to pick up a camo. The only camo I've ever gotten in the game was buying from this guy. Now, the only other guy that I ever spend real cash on is this guy, the advanced weapons vendor in the back. He sells stuff that you buy with money. Now, as you can see, there's a couple high-end items here, and there's a bunch of purples. I haven't bought a purple from this guy yet, but I appreciate it. But you can see the high-ends, and you see the restock. It never restocks the high-end shit. I've been here every day this week. It never restocks the high-end shit. It only restocks the purples. And those two weapons are okay. I've actually bought both of them. I still have money to spare. But the main guy you're going to be talking to in the base operations, once you max out or level rank 30 or above, is this guy, the special gear vendor. Now, he does sell some high-end weapons and some purples for the most part. Some of them are okay. I mean, it's high-end stuff you can buy without having to extract shit, so that's nice. But the main thing you'll be buying is, there you go, all these blueprints. It's the same blueprints you can buy from any safe house in the Dark Zone once you surpass rank 30, but you can't actually use it till you get to 50 in the tank zone. But this is what you can be spending most of your Phoenix points on, are all of these blueprints. You have everything from weapons to specific gear that you can make for yourself. Now, right next to this is the recalibration area. Now, recalibrating purples just costs money, a dickload of money, but money's easier to get for the most part in the game. Like I said, anything you sell. But re-rolling, which is what people call it, high-end items cost Phoenix points, and a dickload, 31 Phoenix points, and it doubles every time. Now, to get into Phoenix points, there's a couple ways to get it. You can do it easily by your daily missions. These are just random missions that you have to do on hard, and if the mission has it on challenging, you can do it on challenging. Now, a little bit more into challenging mode, you already get points for doing it on challenging mode. So as you can see from this mission, you get points for doing it on challenging and daily. Now, if there is a mission that has a challenging mode that isn't a daily, you can still do it on challenging and get the Phoenix points. It sounds confusing, but it's pretty simple. Now, I wouldn't do that. I would just wait until the mission happens to be on challenging anyways, or happens to be daily anyways. The other way, of course, to get Phoenix points is just to kill bosses over and over and over and over again and get 1 to 3, which really fucking sucks. Now, if it isn't clear why I think there's an imbalance, I'll explain that now. Pretty much getting up to level 30, maybe this is just my experience with my group, with my friends Nick and Zach, because the two guys that I always play with. Whenever I do 3 dudes, it's always Nick and Zach and me. We're always playing. Out of my experience, 100% of the people that I know playing the Division had this problem that I'm talking about. Basically, we bought very few items from any vendors. You know, I would say I might have, except for like gear mods and mods for weapons, which I bought maybe 10 of total. If I'm kind of pushing it, I might have bought 5 items from vendors all time, including weapons and armor. To be frank, that's because everything they sell is complete shit. In fact, we found that a lot of the vendors, especially in the Dark Zone where you need a certain level and rank to buy stuff and to equip it, we would actually outrun the rank. Like, we would get to rank 10, and then everything, you know, when we first entered, we have to be rank 10 to buy this. Okay, so we come back at rank 10, now you have to be rank 30 to buy it. Like, we would outrun it, and by the time that we were a certain rank, the cap would go up. We would outrun the ability to buy and equip things. That really isn't that big of a deal since we wouldn't have bought anything anyways, because it turns out that, you know, it makes sense that things in the Dark Zone are much better than things you can buy, but except for, you know, I almost buy nothing. Except for camo. That's the only thing I really buy on a regular basis. I buy nothing else. You know, I have 260,000 Dark Zone fucking funds, whatever you call it, and I have no plan on spending any of them in the future. When I do reach level 50, I know that I will go to the safe house and buy every one of the blueprints, because that's all you can spend it on. That's really all you can spend DZ funds on at this point, unless you happen to find like a really good mod. But at this point, right now, not what you're seeing on the screen. This is from like, you know, level 27. All my stuff is high end now. It's all yellow. For the most part, any yellow item will do better than any purple item. And most of these vendors don't sell yellow items to begin with, so I won't be buying anything from them ever again. So my Dark Zone funds will only go up. My money probably will only go up from this point, unless maybe, you know, I find some nice weapons in the advanced weapon guy, whatever. But I doubt it. Like I said, that guy needs to restock his weapons, because he doesn't. I bought both of those weapons and they haven't restocked. Now, as far as Phoenix Points, that's another big problem, is because Phoenix Points is all you need now. You need Phoenix Points more than anything else in the game by far. You need it for everything. You need to recalibrate all your stuff. You need to buy new blueprints and weapons, and from both the safe house guys, the safe house all the way to the top of the Dark Zone, and also that guy at the high-end loot guy, or the high-end guy at the base of operations. You need Phoenix Points more than anything. And they changed it. If people don't actually know this, when the game first started, you used to get 10 to 30 Phoenix Points per boss when you killed him, and now you get 1 to 3. That's a drastic change. And I understand what they're doing with the daily missions, kind of like Destiny. But the thing is, if you were gonna do that from the beginning, if you knew that you were gonna do daily missions for Phoenix Points, then you could have at least added some more missions into the fucking game, because it's the same 10 or 8 missions over and over again. It's like, it's the most, like, how many times can you do a mission in a day or in a week before it's just like, I want to blow my fucking brains out? And it's not like, the difference between hard and challenging is actually night and day. Hard is just a breeze. Challenging is incredibly difficult, and the tactics don't change. It's just, hey, fucking shotgun guys have a limited health and run up to you and kill you in one shot, and then you have to restart every time. That's essentially the only difference. It's not, you know, in the beginning, challenging was kind of fun. It was like, wow, this is actually difficult. Like, for the first time, the game was challenging. But after a week of doing challenging missions, it's just like, this is not fun anymore. Like, this is just bullet sponge and fucking cheap shotgun guys running up and killing you instantly. Like, one shotgun guy can take out a team of 4 in about 5 seconds if you really wanted to. They really need to do rebalancing of the currency, because at this point, Phoenix Points are by far the most important. Then actually second is just regular cash, and then third is DZ funds, because DZ funds, I've said I've never bought anything from a checkpoint. I've not bought one item from a checkpoint. Like I said, that might just be me. Maybe it's just us three, but as far as I know, 100%, 3 out of 3 of the people that I know that play this game have had this issue. So tell me if you guys have this issue. I'd like to get other perspective, because really it's just mine at this point. Tell me what you think about this problem currency. Tell me what you think, how they can fix this problem. I really can't think of an idea except to have the vendors actually sell shit that's good and not just crap. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.